right now experiencing. You are the waker, Mr. or Mrs. so-and-so, or Miss so-and-so, or Swami so-and-so, experiencing this classroom. This is the waker experiencing a waking world. This is what this is. And when tonight I'll go and sleep and dream, I have certain experiences, I will be in that dream also, then I am the dreamer, I am experiencing a dream world. And when I go into deep sleep, blankness, nothing, absolute blankness. There you can call it the sleeper and experiencing a sleep blankness. Remember, the sleeper, for example, in the sleep world, there is no external world, no physical body, no mind, nothing, just blankness. That is from a subjective point of view. Be careful, this is your own experience. This is not an objective experience. For example, I remember once one Swami was talking about it, and he's saying in the deep sleep, which is called the Sushupti, in deep sleep, there is no experience of the world, there is no body, no mind, only a blankness. Then somebody in the audience asked, what do you mean there is no body and mind? In the mosquito net, under that we can see the fellow is sleeping, 80 or 90 kilos, nicely snoring. How come there is no body, you are saying? From objectively from your point of view, but you look at it from the person's point of view, who is asking this question, who am I? From his own experience, your own experience, in the deep sleep, daily we experience this, that no experience of world, no experience of body, no experience of mind also. Even the thought, I am sleeping, that's not there. If you say I am sleeping, then you are not sleeping. And it's not deep sleep. So that state we all experience. And apart from it, they talk about a turiya, or turiyam, whichever. The fourth, how ought we to understand this? These three we can understand, but this one is not very clear. What is this one? Let's look at it this way. Suppose we have an ornament made, say, a bracelet or a bangle and necklace and a ring. Somebody tells you, these are all golden ornaments. Somebody tells you, these are just names and forms. The reality is the gold. The reality is the gold. It's a golden bangle, golden necklace or golden ring, but the reality is not the bangle, necklace or ring. The real substance is gold. And there's an interesting story about this. One Sethji, whose business was not going well, he went to take some loan, girvi rakhna. So he took his Ganesha and put it in the pawn shop and he said, you give me some loan. And the jeweler, he weighed it and he said, Ganesh ji ka kya rate doge? This is the rate. This is the rate at which I will purchase the Ganesh statue, or I'll give so much money for that. And Ganesh's Vahan is there, the mouse, the chuha. And the jeweler also weighed that and gave the same rate. Sethji was furious. Kya karte hain aap? Ganesh ji ka jo rate, chuha ka bhi wahi rate? How is it possible? Then the jeweler said, Are sahab, aapke liye to Ganesh hai aur chuha hai, hamare liye to sona hi hai. I see it as gold. So I am weighing the gold and giving you the rate of that. So the gold is the reality, the substance. Now if somebody tells you, a person who does not understand what gold is, tells that person that it's not a bangle, necklace and ring are just the names and the forms and the functions, Bangle is something you put here and it's called a bangle. Necklace is something you put here, it's called a necklace. Ring is something you put in your fingers, it's called a ring. But the substance, the reality of all of them is gold only. Now, suppose a person does not understand what gold is. His idea will be that there is some reality called gold apart from all of this. If he throws away all of this and starts searching for gold, will he find it? No, he will not find it. There is no gold apart from these. But if he thinks this is gold, what will happen? The moment somebody comes and melts the bangle down and makes a necklace out of it, he thinks the bangle itself is the gold. When that goes away and is melted down, what will he think? Gold is gone. Gold is gone. He does not understand the new form which has come, necklace, is the same gold. It's the same gold in another new form with a new name and a new function. When that necklace is also melted and put into a ring, it is the same gold with a new name, with a new form and a new function, but the physical reality is the same. Similarly, the idea here is the waker and the dreamer and the sleeper. The reality is that you are the witness of all three states, and you are in and through these states. The idea is that there is no fourth separate reality called Turiya. It is the same reality which is now being called a waker in the waking state. It is the same person, same reality, same consciousness which will be called a dreamer in the dream state. It is the same reality which will be called the sleeper in the sleep state. What is the difference between these states? Here we are in a physical body with the sense organs, we are interacting with the physical world, and this is the waking state. So waking state, there is a great preponderance of the physical body and interaction with the physical world through the sense organs, with the indriyas. So here the term they use is bahishchitta, extroverted consciousness, consciousness which is flowing out into the world. The dream world, they are very commonsensical, the Vedantins. They know the dream world is simply constituted out of our experiences in the waking state. So when I go to sleep, whatever I have experienced in the waking state throughout my life, those elements are taken together, made into a khichdi, and comes out as a dream. So there is a dream world which is constructed out of the mind. The physical body is not active there. It's only when we wake up we realize the physical body was sleeping. But I went to Delhi and I did so many things there and came back, and when I woke up I was in IIT Kanpur, but physically I did not go to Delhi. That body was lying there under the mosquito net in the hostel house, wherever. So the dream world is entirely made of the mind. So there they say that the term they use is antah-pragyam, where consciousness is directed inwards, working only in the mind, not externally in the world. And the sleeper, deep sleep, no experience is there except that blankness. When we wake up, we say that I did not know anything, I slept like a log of wood. No external consciousness, no dreaming also, very peaceful sleep I had. That's what we say when we wake up from deep sleep. So the deep sleep is a state of absolute blankness, and the term they use in Vedanta is pragyana ghana. All these terms will come. Pragyana ghana means a mass of consciousness. Mass in the sense there is nothing for consciousness to illumine. There is nothing for consciousness to illumine. It just remains in blankness. All the external world, the dreams, everything is pushed into a mass which is not expressed, which is not experienced there. In a potential state it is there. Why do you say it's in a potential state? Because the next moment when you wake up, everything is back again. Here is the IIT campus and your responsibilities are the same body and the same people all around. So everything is back again into your life. So it's in a sort of potential state, in a dream state. So all of these, according to the Mandukya Upanishad, they are not the reality. The reality is the consciousness in all of them. What they are saying is this: just like gold is apart from all of them and yet in and through all of them. How is it apart from all of them? When bangle goes and it is made into a necklace. So necklace is not a bangle. Necklace is not a bangle. Bangle is not a necklace, but both are gold only. Similarly, when the necklace is transformed into a ring, the ring is not a necklace. Necklace is not a ring, but both are gold only. So gold is apart from bangle in the sense that when bangle goes and is made into a necklace, gold survives. When necklace goes and is made into a ring, gold survives. So gold is there in all of them. They are apart from each other. Similarly, the waker is apart from the dreamer is apart from the waker, but there is something continuing in both of them, that is the Turiyam, the fourth one. Similarly, the dreamer is apart from the sleeper is apart from the dreamer, but you own up, all of us, we own up, it was my dream and it is my deep sleep and it is my waking. Who is that one who is saying it is my waking, my deep sleep, my dream? That one is the consciousness which is apart from the waking self, apart from the dreamer self, apart from the sleeper self, and yet in and through all of them. So that this Turiyam, the reality, is right now here. It is here now. But it is not exactly the Mr. or Mrs. so and so. What is added to the Turiyam are the circumstances of the waker. it goes like this. Just like gold, you have consciousness. Just see, you are aware of this class now. Before this class was not there, something else was there in your life. Now this class is going on. After some time, this class will be over. Something else will come. Maybe you'll go back to your hostel or your house. So a new circumstance will come. In all cases, what happened before, what is happening now, what will happen later, you are the consciousness watching all of them. The circumstances are coming and going. Look at your own body. You see yourself as a young person or a middle-aged or an old person. Remember, the same consciousness was watching when you were a 10-year-old kid, when you were 20 years old, what you are now, and it's the same consciousness which will be watching when you are much older. So the body is changing continuously. The consciousness which watches the same. How can you say it is the same? Because it's our experience. We own up to it. I was the one in the 10-year-old's body. I am the one in the teenager's body. I am the one in this middle-aged body. So who is this continuous I? Because the body is changing. Body is continuously changing. Similarly, the mind is also changing. Imagine your mind when you are in, say, class 10. You're sitting for your class 10 examination. Why I'm saying class 10? Because everybody remembers the class 10 board exams and the first big board exams which you had to face. So imagine your mind at that time, what you knew, what you did not know, what you liked, what you did not like, what you wanted, and just imagine, compare it with your mind now. You know so many things more. Your likes and dislikes have changed. What you want in life has changed. So the mind is also continuously changing. But there is the same consciousness which was watching the mind of that class 10 student is also right here watching the mind of this IIT student now. So mind is a series of changes. Consciousness is not changing. Similarly, every day when we go from waking to dream to deep sleep, when we go from waking to dream to deep sleep, the consciousness is the same. See, the world has changed. The waking world disappears and the dream world comes. A dream body comes. Remember, the body which you have in the dream is different from the body of the waking world. Why? Because the waking world body is lying on the bed. But in the dream body, you are doing so many things. It's a false body, no doubt. But your experience is that you have a body there in that world. So, consciousness is apart from the waking world and the waking body. Consciousness is apart from the dream world and the dream body. And consciousness is apart from the deep sleep blankness. It is in and through all of them. The states are coming and going, and the ego associated with each state is coming and going, but the consciousness is illumining all of them. The correct way to show this diagram would be, the fourth one is not here, but the fourth one is here, Turiyam or Turiya. It illumines the waker, illumines the dreamer, illumines the sleeper, and this is the only reality, and this is the answer to who am I.